Phone also rings the wrong time, right? Mustard seed goes in. Just about a teaspoon I've used. Add the garlic and the ginger at the same time. Yeah. Don't want to color it, just gently sweat it so that flavor of ginger and garlic gets released in the oil, and obviously this oil becomes the carrier of the flavors. Of course, the onions go in. I'm keeping the heat to medium, okay? So I have to change the pan because my induction hob is acting funny. So here we go. This is better. This is good. Yeah. Let's see that better as well. Okay, still getting used to this cooking and filming all at the same time. Okay, once the onions are softened and translucent, take the veggies and add them in here. Remove the knife first, just to be safe. So, this is the attempt to clean the fridge with the old stuff in there, just keeps rotting and we don't realize it. So my attempt is to just use the old one first before we start eating the new one, the new ingredients. I'm keeping the heat pretty high. I just want all the moisture to dry up and the vegetables to get cooked. So just to show you about the mushroom, it's a Portobello mushroom, okay? Some people like to peel the skin off, but what I understand, this skin actually, if it doesn't add any flavor, it doesn't do much as well, so you might as well leave it unless you object the brown color, and then remove the stalk. That's not required. And then what I want to do is, either you can remove the gills if you want. They don't do anything in terms of bad to your health. They're just there. They're pretty good in my opinion. They add to the flavor. I like eating them. And then whatever stuffing I'm making, I'll stuff that in gratinate with a little bit of cheese and breadcrumbs and put them under the grill. So idea is to cook the mushroom while it's under the grill with a mixture filled in there. So I'm not going to cook anything. I'm not going to cook the mushrooms beforehand. Love to collect the flavor of the water that comes out of mushrooms. That's a beautiful flavor. So I don't want that to get lost. So I want that to remain within the mixture. And because they are sitting upside down, it will stay in the cup. I was talking about the mushrooms that these mushrooms were lying in my, actually didn't have space in the fridge, so I left them outside. I brought them back from the restaurant because you couldn't use them there before it shut down. So before they go really bad, I want to put mixture in there and cook them. You could do variety of ingredients. In our Hindu calendar, Navratri has started. It's like Indian or Hindu Lent, I should say. We don't eat meat or any non-vegetarian food. So mushroom and veggie mixture would be great. So mushroom cups. So I want to remove the stalk, leave the gills there. They do add to the flavor in my opinion. You can remove the skin if you wish to, but I don't see any need for it because they do no harm. Right, to add the spices, I really like to add very basic bog standard spices because I think if I start doing show off in a lot of ways, that I start adding a lot of mixtures which you guys can't make it at home, then I defeat the purpose. So turmeric, one of my most favorite ingredient in cooking lunch or dinner or my own food. Red chili powder, salt to taste, I would say. I've got beautiful mango powder here, which gives a nice tanginess. I'll be adding a little lemon as well, and about a teaspoon of garam masala powder. I'll mix that through. Like it starts catching the bottom of the pan, so I have to make sure I move the mixture around and cook it gently, making sure it cooks uniformly as well, because there are varieties of vegetables. There's carrots, there's broccoli, there are beans, there are peas, there is corn. So the reason I brought bread with me, because I want to give the binding with the bread. I didn't have boiled potatoes in my fridge. Otherwise, boiled potato would be a good substitute, but bread would do the equally good job. So this mixture would be about, I would say, 500 to 700 grams in total. I've got 2 tablespoons of raisins that go in, and coriander leaves. I've just chopped them roughly because I would want them like that. They add tons of flavor. Lemon. All the saltiness or the hot flavor of the chili, that gets balanced quite nicely with the lemon. So I like adding a lot of lemon to my food. And while I mix this, it's quite a nice mixture actually. It's coming along really well. I've kept the heat at medium now. I was cooking at fairly a high heat earlier because I wanted to get that nice flavor from the bottom of the pan when it gets stuck. That caramelized flavor coming to the vegetables is really nice. Okay, so once got that, I'm just taking the bread and breaking it. The idea is to get some binding with the bread, and if you like to be gluten-free, then of course you don't add bread, then you can add the potatoes. No problem on that one, okay? Okay, I think 1.5 bread will be more than enough. I'm gonna keep half the slice away. That should do. Mix that well. I could have easily put this into a blender and make a very fine breadcrumbs as well. Wouldn't be a problem. I prefer not to use the dried breadcrumbs in a mixture like this because the idea of breadcrumbs is to bring the mixture together. so that it can hold the shape. Even if I want to make the croquettes out of it, pan it and deep fry, I could easily do that with this mixture. Okay, like what we call in Indian kitchens koftas. Okay, so I have the mushroom here. I could remove all the skin, but I don't need to. All I'll do is put it in the cavity, just enough. Don't want to overfill it because I want this to get cooked. And I'll put a little bit of gratinated cheese and dried breadcrumbs on top, and then put it under the grill for about 5 to 7 minutes. It'll cook the cup of mushroom, cook the mixture, and gratinate the top. Okay, so I have lined them ready for the oven. So I got some mozzarella and cheddar cheese mix here, which I'm going to add on top. Now, people who are vegans, obviously they won't like the cheese, but if you can find breadcrumbs, which is a vegan bread, that's very important, I guess. If you can do that, I think you'll enjoy that a lot more. And it actually just idea is to gratinate, just get a little crust on top. Mushrooms are ready to go. Cool. Seven minutes, and let's see what happens. Okay, it's looking pretty nice. So let's get this open, and here we go in. Whoa, really beautiful.